It's time we've solved one of the biggest breakfast time problems at the campsite. Let's get into it. Hey guys, I'm Kevin with Kemp Outside, your inside source for all things outside. If breakfast time when camping is a rough time for you, boy, do I have the solution for you. So let me tell you a little story. Let me set the stage to tell you what I'm talking about. So if you watch my channel at all, you know that I absolutely love my Omnia Oven. And I do a lot of baking in my Omnia Oven, and I do a lot of muffin rings in my Omnia Oven. Now, I love eating muffins for breakfast. It's an amazing breakfast to have because it's easy to cook, it's cheap, it's warm. So if you're cooking on cold mornings, it's nice to get a warm breakfast in there, or at least partially warm. It's fast, it's easy cleanup. There's a whole lot of reasons to bake muffins in your Omnia Oven. But here's my problem. My wife loves blueberry muffins. Loves them. They're her favorite. So every time I ask her, what kind of muffins do we want to make? She says, blueberry. I am a variety guy. Variety is the spice of life. I want sometimes chocolate with chocolate chip. I might want strawberry. I might want blueberry cheesecake. I might want apple cinnamon. I might want cranberry. I don't know. But guess what we eat? Blueberry, right? Well, as I'm sitting here asking myself the question, how many knockdown drag-out fights have been started at the campsite because you can't decide on your muffin flavor? Hopefully the answer is none. Omnia Oven has solved my issue. Now, you probably know that in the Omnia Oven, there is a ring you can get that holds 6 muffins, right? And that's great if you want to actually make the muffins themselves. But did you know that if you have their silicone liner, and I love these things, guys, so if you have the silicone liner that fits right inside the Omnia Oven, you can make 2 of these. You just double the milk, mix it up, and it makes a perfect muffin ring. Guys, that's awesome, because when you have vultures like mine, like my kids, they're gonna eat the whole muffin ring. I mean, so I don't want to have to just make 6 muffins at a time and then have to come back in and make 6 more muffins. If you only need 6 muffins or less, definitely get the muffin mold. And I'll put a link down in the description below where you can pick that up. But if you have a big family, making 2 bags of muffin and making a muffin ring is perfect. It's also perfect for Barb and I when we travel, because we don't eat the whole muffin ring in a single breakfast, but we have leftovers. We can eat them for snacks. They're great for the next morning. So we like muffin. We like leftover muffin for travel days. So like when we're hooking up and getting out really fast, you know, having some leftover muffin is a great breakfast. So we really like that. But Omnia Oven has really stepped it up and solved our problem. Like usual, those guys in Sweden, they know how to solve my problems. And they have come out with some silicone molds that are either halves or quarters. So guys, I no longer have to just suffer through another blueberry muffin ring. Blueberry muffin ring. I can now make a half and half, where I have half blueberry and half chocolate chip. And that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna test out the half rings on muffins and see if we can make a 2 flavored muffin ring, half blueberry, half chocolate chip, totally separated. My wife can be happy, I can be happy. No more knockdown drag out fights at the campsite over what we're gonna eat for breakfast. Let's get cooking.
Wait. Did you forget to tell them how to win this Omnia Oven?
Barb, it's not time yet. Okay, hey guys, stay tuned to part of the video, because I'm gonna tell you how to win this Omnia Oven straight from the guys from Omnia in Sweden, Eric and Gustav. We're gonna tell you how to win one of these. Thanks, Barb, for breaking in the video. So I figured the first thing I ought to do is I ought to show you the silicone molds, and this is really cool. And I'll put an affiliate link down below for these guys. So one of the things I really like about it is they nest. So storage is always a consideration when camping. So, you know, right here you have 4 of the quarter molds, right? So 1, 2, There's gray and orange, right? So we have 4 of the quarter molds. And then the ones we're gonna use today are the half molds, right? So 2 halves make a hole, right? And they're silicone, so they're gonna be, boom. We're gonna put blueberry in this side, chocolate chip in this side, bake them in the Omnia oven as we would our normal muffin ring. And we're gonna have 2 flavors of muffins. So with that, now it's time to cook. Okay guys, so this is really easy. All you do is you take these packs, tear them open, and then you're gonna add a half cup of milk for each pack. So if I'm doing a full ring with 2 of these, I do a full cup of milk. And for each of these, we're gonna get a half cup of milk. Bingo. Then we stir. Okay, all stirred. Okay, it's time to prep the Omnia oven. I'm gonna pull the normal silicone liner I use out. Now, I like the baking rack in when I'm baking. I think it just gives me a little bit of air gap, but other people don't use it. So, you know, try it both ways and see what you like. I know my friends at Little House of Beans don't use it. So, and Edie is a much better baker than I, so I mean, probably you should just go with her, but anyway. So I've got the liners in. I'm gonna spray them with some cooking spray. This is really important for making sure they don't stick. And I like to give them a good coating. I probably put too much in, but I don't like things to stick. Okay, now we're gonna pour one in one side and one in the other. We're gonna start with the chocolate, and we'll go ahead and put the chocolate in the red side. Let's turn that around. Or maroon, I guess you could say. Okay. I'm gonna scrape off the spatula as best I can because I don't want too much cross-contamination of blueberry and chocolate. A little bit is probably okay. All depends on if you have picky eaters. I don't know anybody that would reject a little bit of chocolate. That's good enough. Okay, now we're gonna go blueberry in the other side. Oops. I just dropped a little bit. Oh well. That'll be an interesting blueberry flavor in the chocolate. A little bit more in there. All right. And with that, it's time to bake. All right, guys, here we go. Okay, so the name of the game now is low heat and slow. I like to bake my muffins at about 300 degrees Fahrenheit. And on the Omnia thermometer, remember it's Swedish, so Celsius is on the outside, Fahrenheit's on the inside. So the needle should be straight up. So we're gonna run the Omnia oven up to 300 degrees, and then we're gonna adjust our flame control to keep it there. Okay guys, we're bringing the oven up to 300 degrees, as you can see. And then we're gonna adjust the flame to keep it there. Everything is going pretty good in there. So it looks good. Everything's kind of firming up. It's going to take a while. One thing to remember with these tabs is if you have the baking rack in there, the lid doesn't come down all the way. So you kind of got to just work with it a little bit. But it doesn't have to be on perfect in order for it to hold in the heat. So it's always good to check on it every once in a while. So here we are. Things look pretty good. Still needs to brown up top and thicken in the middle. And so a lot of times when I do this, guys, I will drop the temperature down a little bit because I don't want to burn the sides. I think this is cooking a little hotter than normal for me, but I'm not totally sure. This is my first time using the divider, so I'm excited about that. And guys, here is the part where I'm going to tell you how to win the Omnia Oven that I mentioned in the beginning of this video. So here it is. This video is being released the day we leave for our biggest, most ambitious camping trip we've ever taken. We're going to be on the road for 6 weeks. And we are going to be in the states of Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Wyoming, Idaho, Washington, Oregon, Nevada, Utah, Colorado, New Mexico, Texas, and Louisiana. So, the first person to see me on the trip and say, hey, have you given away your Omnia Oven yet? The first person to say that to me is going to get handed an Omnia Oven on the spot. And guys, when I give it away, it's gone. But if you recognize me on the trip, we'll be in the Kemp bus, we'll have the cargo camper. I've got a huge logo on the back of the cargo camper that says Kemp Outside. You can't miss me, right? I'll be the guy wearing the Kemp Outside shirt, probably. I don't think I have 6 weeks worth of Kemp Outside shirts, but I'm going to try. If you come up and ask me if we've given away the Omnia Oven yet, and the answer is no, guess who's getting the Omnia Oven? You are. So, guys, I'm going to do things just a little different. Instead of putting something in the comments or whatever, I'm going to encourage you to find me. So from the date this video goes live, I'm going to be on the road for 6 weeks, covering ground from our home near Tampa, Florida, all the way out to the Olympic Peninsula in Washington and back. So if you see me, definitely ask me if I've given away the Omnia Oven. If I haven't, you win. If I have, I'm going to try and have a prize for you too, because it's pretty awesome that you saw me on the road. I love it when people recognize me, guys. If you see me on the road or at the boat ramp or whatever, definitely say hi. I'd love to just, say hi and maybe give you a sticker or something. But on this trip, I'm going to see if I have maybe some extra Kemp Outside shirts or hats or something like that I can give out to people who recognize me on the road and ask me if I've given away an Omnia Oven. So there you go, guys. That's how you win this Omnia Oven. What state do you think it's going to be? Drop that in the comments below. How many states am I going to travel in before I give away the Omnia Oven? That's a great question. So stay tuned. Oh, and by the way, guys, here's a little tip. If you follow me on Instagram and Facebook, you'll know where I'm at because I'm going to be posting along the way. So special hint there. All right, guys, let's finish up cooking this muffin ring, and then it'll be time to eat, and then I'll give you my final thoughts. All right, guys, look at that. That looks pretty good. Time to get it out of there, get it plated, and give it a taste. Okay, guys, so here we have it. We did get a little toasty right here, but that's not bad. Anybody who doesn't like the burnt stuff can just cut that off. But other than that, man, that looks great. And it's gonna save all the fights in my house. We can now make 2 flavors of muffin at the same time. Well, guys, there you have it. I think that the half silicone molds and the quarter silicone molds really give you a ton of options for baking in your Omnia Oven. One of the things I love about the Omnia Oven is it doesn't take up a whole lot of room. So it's very easy to store. But with this, I mean, think of the options, guys. When you're baking brownies, half nuts, half no nuts. I don't know about you no nut brownies people, but hey, I mean, if you watch Kemp Outside, you must be okay. But, heating up leftovers. You don't have to waste leftovers, while you're camping, or you don't have to heat them up in a pan. Sometimes it's better to heat them up, in an oven. You can do that in these quarters or in these halves. You can bake whatever you want. Chicken in one side, potatoes in the other. Whatever you want to do, guys, these things are awesome. So I'm going to put a link down in the description below where you can get this. As a matter of fact, guys, I'm going to put a link to all of my favorite Omnia Oven gear down below where you can check it out and get anything you want. And as my wife said, we're giving away this Omnia Oven. Did you catch the part of the video where I told you how to win? Got to watch the whole video, guys, to find it. Be sure that you know how to win because I'm giving this one away. I'm really looking forward to more Omnia Oven cooking videos. We've got more coming up. So this is what's cooking on Kemp Outside. Saving marriages, one marriage at a time, by showing you how to make multiple different types of muffins at the same time. Guys, I'm Kevin with Kemp Outside, your inside source for all things outside. We exist to help moms and dads take their kids camping, hiking, fishing, learn about nature, and develop a conservation ethic. We want to help you get you and your kids outside. One of the easiest ways to get kids to want to go outside is to feed them good at the campsite. There's not much better than a good muffin ring to start the morning when you're out camping. And now you can do 2 flavors at once. So guys, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, hit that little subscribe button down below and the bell icon that tells you when we release new videos. We've got a lot more What's Cooking episodes coming up soon, a lot more Omnia Oven stuff, and like I said, we're giving this one away. Guys, you can also connect with me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and X, or our website at kempoutside.com. What is your favorite muffin flavor? Drop it in the comments below. I would love to know. I'm always looking for new muffin flavors to try. Oh, and by the way, guys, the mix I'm using is the Martha White mix. And the reason I like that is all you have to do is add milk. Some other muffin mixes want you to add an egg. Raw eggs are somewhat hard to transport when you're out camping. So if you don't want to have to deal with raw eggs, make sure that you get the muffin mixes that only require a half cup of milk per package. That's my last tip. Guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.